the team and I guess the challenges of trying to save the Test tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's going to be a challenge. I think we've got some batting to do tomorrow. The guys, Devon did really well to get through the finish of play today and sort of do some hard yards for us. And tomorrow's the same again. It's about going out though and being positive in whatever we're trying to do. If it's looking to be aggressive, it is. If it's trying to be sort of strong in our defensive positions, it's the same thing. We need to be really positive in our mindset. So then positions are better and opportunities to score or defend are a lot better. So it's going to be tough, but it's certainly going to be an exciting sort of finish to a Test match.
What are your sort of observations of the wicket at the moment? Obviously, like throughout the Test, we've seen it seems to be one that once the batters get in, there is runs there and they can do well. Like, what do you think? How do you think it's going to play tomorrow?
I think the same. I think throughout the whole Test match, it sort of played a little bit differently to what we expected at the start. And I guess with the weather around, with it not being quite so warm as usual, it's sort of the pitch has stayed pretty true. And like you said, it's getting yourself in is probably the hardest part. But once you are in, you can actually bat for long periods of time. So that'll be the goal tomorrow morning again for Tom and Dev to start again and get themselves in, and then hopefully bat for as long as possible.
What do you sort of make of Devon's innings tonight? I mean, he's someone that's obviously proven for New Zealand and well into the Plunket Shield. He can go back, for a very long time. He's got, multiple double hundreds. What did you make of his knock today?
Yeah, I mean, he's been having some tough periods and they've been bowling really well to him. And it's the same thing. His mindset is about sort of digging in and batting for as long as possible. And that's one of his strengths. It's always been, like you said before, he knows how to make big runs. He knows how to bat for long periods of time. So that's sort of, I guess, one of the things he'll want and we'll want him to do tomorrow. So we just have to wait and see how it all pans out, really.
What do you think it means to the group? I mean, if you could somehow, save the Test tomorrow and record that first historic win against South Africa, obviously it'd be really great stuff. I mean, you don't want to give your wickets away tomorrow and give it to South Africa.
No, not at all. I mean, that's the thing. It's still a Test match. It's as much as it's about the series, there's still Test Championship points on the line as well, and it's about playing cricket the way we want to play cricket. So it's a long day, but there's a lot of things that can happen, and hopefully we're just going to go about our business the way we have done for a very long time now, and hopefully sort of we get to where we want to by the end of the day.
Can I just ask last one from me? What did you sort of make some of those top order dismissals? I guess some of the batters would have liked to have those ones back. I mean, there are a couple of soft ones there.
I mean, that's the same with any game of cricket. I mean, all batters, doesn't matter if you're on 200 or if you're on 0, you always want to keep going, so you're always disappointed after you get out. There's a couple of unlucky ones with a few sort of leg side catches, and then obviously Tommy Lath today was a nice catch by the short leg there. So there's always parts you wanted to sort of be better at and do better in, but the same thing, it's the conversations we have and keeping the guys positive and moving forward. So they're all really good with that.
And for Dice?
Hi, I just want to ask, I think everybody was pretty surprised when South Africa included a spinner, but just given what we've seen so far, what do you make of that decision, and do you think things will get more difficult for New Zealand tomorrow with Keshav Maharaj?
No, we sort of, when you look at the South African team and the sort of makeup of their team for quite some time now, he's been an integral part of their bowling lineup. So we sort of we expected to see him almost play in that first Test as well. So to see him here, it wasn't a surprise. And the same thing, he's bowled really well and he's hit areas to ask questions of our batters. So the same will happen again tomorrow. He'll bowl a good amount of overs, I would have thought, and sort of ask questions again and put our guys under some pressure, and hopefully we have the answers to it, and we'll sort of see how the day sort of unravels.
Ron, can I ask you about Will Young's catch? What you made of that?
Nah, it's awesome. I mean, Youngie does a lot of work on his fielding and just his cricket in general. I think everyone, there was a great replay of Tim Southey sort of yelling as Youngie was taking that catch, and also the sort of the joy you see in people's faces, not just the person doing it, but the whole team around them, and to pull off a stunning catch like that at any time of a match is amazing.
And technically, how good a catch is that to try and take with the
when it's going away one-handed, when you're that far away from the bat as well, the movement you have to make, the sort of speed you have to run towards where the ball is, there's a lot of aspects and technicalities that come into it, and to pull something off like that it's not something you do every day, so it was awesome to watch.
And just just one more. Devon and Tom, both Wellington teammates. Do you think they'll be quite excited by the prospect tomorrow and the opportunity here?
Very much. I mean, they're as thick as thieves, those two. They're always together. So for them tonight and tomorrow, the thought of batting together for a long period of time will excite them, and they will be talking about it. And then tomorrow they can go about their business, and it'd be great for everyone to watch two Wellingtonians bat for as long as possible.
Brendan?
Can I just ask with Will Young catch? I mean, you've obviously been around the sport of cricket for a long time. I mean, where does that rate in terms of outfield catches for you? Is that the greatest outfield catch you've seen?
Oh gosh, I don't know about great. I've seen some seriously good catches, and watching Youngie go for, I think, I was the same. Everyone sort of saw the shot and thought, okay, that's 4 or 6, and then all of a sudden you see Youngie with his arms up in the air, and I think the elation through everyone was it was definitely there. So to see something like, I love seeing that sort of stuff. You see people excited and pulling off amazing feats in the game of cricket with no gloves on and things like that. So it's certainly up there with one of the best catches you'll see.